Ancient civilizations shaped the world we live in today. We see it in our architecture, our governments, even in the foundations of modern science. But beyond the grand monuments and famous legends, there are hidden gems of knowledge, whispers of innovation that most people have never even heard of. It's like we've become used to just looking at the pyramids, but not thinking about the people who built them, the problems they solved, the lives they lived. So let's dust off a bit of the past and uncover 5 little-known facts about the fascinating ancient civilizations that frankly changed history. Chapter 1. Mesopotamian brews, more than just water. We're kicking things off in Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization. You've heard about their contributions to math, writing, the wheel, all that good stuff. But did you know they were also brewing up something special, literally? We're talking about beer, people. Over 5,000 years ago, long before Oktoberfest or your local microbrewery, the Sumerians, those clever Mesopotamians, were crafting a barley-based beverage called kvass. Kvass was a big deal, consumed during religious rituals and social gatherings. Imagine that, sharing stories and stargazing over a pint of kvass. This wasn't just about the drink itself, though. Think about the technology involved. They had to figure out fermentation, how to store it, how to make it taste good. Next time you raise a glass, remember those Mesopotamian pioneers who, thousands of years ago, decided to do more than just drink water. Chapter 2. Indus Valley. Plumbing ahead of the flow. Next up, we're traveling to the Indus Valley civilization. They were light years ahead in urban planning. And no, I'm not talking about perfectly aligned streets or grand plazas. I'm talking about their plumbing. Waste management was a challenge, even today. But the Indus Valley folks had it figured out. Advanced plumbing systems with indoor toilets, sewage drains, and public baths. This was like the height of luxury back then. Imagine living in a city that was not only well-planned, but also incredibly hygienic. Next time you're grateful for modern plumbing, spare a thought for the Indus Valley civilization. Chapter 3. The pharaohs you haven't heard of. When we think of ancient Egypt, names like Tutankhamun, Cleopatra, Ramesses come to mind. These are the superstars of ancient Egypt. But what about the unsung heroes, the pharaohs whose stories haven't made it to the history textbooks? Ancient Egypt spanned millennia. That's a lot of time for pharaohs to come and go. Take Pharaoh Djedefre, for example. He was the son of Khufu, who built the Great Pyramid of Giza, but Djedefre, not as famous. Yet Djedefre might have introduced the sun-god-focused pyramid. He chose a different design, location, and dedication. It suggests a major shift in Egyptian religious thought under his watch. Chapter 4. Mayan Bounce. The original rubber revolution. Let's journey now to the realm of the Maya, masters of astronomy, architecture, and rubber. That's right. Long before basketballs or rubber bands, the Maya were already pioneers in the world of polymers. Using latex from rubber trees, they mixed it with the juice of morning glory vines. Talk about ingenuity. With this concoction, they created something quite remarkable. Rubber. The Maya were practical, using their rubber to make everything from sandals and waterproof clothing to, get this, balls for their legendary ball games. Imagine that, playing a sport with a rubber ball over 3,000 years ago. This wasn't just a scientific achievement, it was a cultural and societal one. The Maya, with their deep understanding of their environment, managed to extract, process, and utilize rubber long before the rest of the world caught up. Chapter 5. Minoan Quake-Proof Building for the Unexpected. Our final stop takes us to the island of Crete, home to the Minoans, one of Europe's earliest advanced civilizations. Now, living on an island has its perks. Beautiful beaches, access to the sea, a sense of community. But it also comes with challenges, namely earthquakes. The Minoans, however, were not ones to back down from a challenge. They faced this seismic threat head-on with, wait for it, earthquake-resistant architecture. That's right, these ingenious builders incorporated wooden beams into their structures, specifically designed to absorb the shocks of earthquakes. While other civilizations might crumble under similar circumstances, the Minoan palaces, thanks to their innovative design, stood strong. The Minoans understood that their environment could be unpredictable, so they adapted, innovated, and ultimately survived. From ancient beer recipes to earthquake-resistant buildings, our ancestors were more than just names in a history book. They were innovators and problem solvers. They observed, experimented, and shaped history. So the next time you crack open a cold one, marvel at a feat of engineering or turn on the tap. Appreciate the ingenuity that led to that moment. Did you learn something new today? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Enlighten and Educate for more amazing history and knowledge.